DJ, bam them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know, you know. God know, I'm on the go. But bad man I try to stop me though. I know, I'm on the go. Yeah, don't me all coming up off the show. Yeah. I'm so special, so special. That's why boy, I pre-mix the girl and them want chase like petal. Thank ya. I'm so special, so special. Tell them enough fear to...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. It's the Denver Nuggets and the Chicago Bulls. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. Rose outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he buries his first look.
Oh boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Boozer. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Porter looks it over. Outside Murray. And here's Jokic. Back to Murray. 11 feet out. Hits wide right. Hits off the rim. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Korver. Fires from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
Now here's Murray. Outside Porter. Inside. Not going to go that time. Chicago with the ball. Here's Korver. Pass to Dang. Up and over Porter. And it's Dang missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Jokic passes to Murray. Gordon outside. Here's Jokic. And here's Porter outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Rose outside. Let's go with a 3. Bulls keep it alive. Here's Korver. Nice shot from the wing. Korver's got 5. Nuggets trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Porter. Noah grabs the board.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Here's Korver. 5 points in the game. Rose outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Murray. Deflected.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Back to Murray. Over Rose. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Korver. He's got 5. Now Rose. Pass to Korver. Shot clock at 6. Here's Noah. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's Murray. Connects on the foul line jumper. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is. When he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Pass to Rose. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Denver.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And here's Murray. Back to Porter. Here's Brown. Jokic the screen. From 13. A shot by Brown, no good. Chicago leading. Here's Korver. Pass to Dang. Rose, left side. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Rose with it. Checked by Murray. Here's Dang. Here's Noah. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Outside Murray. And there's Porter on the assist by Murray.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Here's Korver. He's got 5. Out left to the wing. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Now here's Porter. Back to Murray. Over Rose. Boozer grabs the board. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Korver. Boozer passes to Rose. On the take, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Once Rose feels like he has to step on the defense, he's ready for a liftoff. What a slam.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Jokic. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Here's Dang. No points so far. Out to the wing. There's a screen. Here's Rose. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Murray from outside. Chicago with a rebound. Noah's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Here's Rose. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Different look for Denver. Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon. And it's Westbrook in for Brown. Here's Watson. Outside Murray. The bank shot, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Watson, defended by Murray. 5 to shoot. Watson passes to Gibson. Here's Brewer, pounded by Westbrook. Brewer can't hit. Nuggets trail by 8. On the wing, Porter to snap the cold streak. The rebound by Gibson. Porter's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. The drive by Watson to the left side wing. Here's Brewer. No points yet. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Strawther's checked in for Denver. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and the intensity Russ plays with is exceptional. When he goes hard inside, it forces the D to act.
Down the first one.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
And so Westbrook nails both of them. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. To the inside. Oshik pass to Gibson. Clock at 6. Here's Rose. Sweet little floater. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Westbrook outside. Screen by Watson. Shoots from the elbow. Count that bucket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls out in front, leading by 6. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for the Nuggets, Michael Porter out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard position. Watson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Nuggets, Peyton Watson, taking 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Brewer. Up and over Porter. Brewer can't hit.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Porter's shot is off. So it's Chicago now. To the middle. Here's Rose. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Inside. Here's Porter. Pass to Strother. Outside Watson. Outside Porter. 6 to shoot. Screen by Watson. Gets an open look and hits it. Strother's got his first 2 points of the night. So it's Chicago now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Brewer. Screen by Gibson. From the stripe. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Porter. No good from the wing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Pass to Rose. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Westbrook taking his time here. The 3 is up. Rebound by Ashik.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for Chicago, Ronnie Brewer, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. And he's good on the second. Nuggets trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Watson with it, working on Gibson. Pass to Porter. Back to Westbrook. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Rose outside. Shot from 12. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Pass to Porter, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Both teams will make substitutions. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Korver. 5 points in the game. Here's Brewer. To the wing on the left. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Left side Porter. Here's Watson. Off target at the rim. Chicago leading by 6. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rose outside. On target from range. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Outside Watson. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
From deep, Rose. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Rose has got 19 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Outside Watson. Shot from 12. And he hits the jump shot. Westbrook's got 8 points.
On defense, you have to worry about Westbrook in every part of the floor. I mean, he'll just punish you from the mid-range just as much as anywhere else.
Here's Brewer. Pass to Noah. Over to the left wing. They set a pick. Here's Rose. Noah passes to Gibson. Tries again. Out of bounds. It'll be Nuggets ball. Jokic is checked in for Watson. Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Porter. Pass to Brown. And here's Porter. Jokic in the post. Still no points. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Now here's Rose. 19 points in the game.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Westbrook. Back to Jokic. Pulls it from the corner. And it's Dang with a rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Here's Brown. Jokic up top. Outside for Porter. Sends it home from three-point land. Porter's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that shot is a confidence builder for Porter Jr. When he's hitting these, you know he's feeling it.
Pass to Deng. Here's Boozer. Rose outside. Wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Rose has got 21 points in the game.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Shoots from 12. The big man, Jokic.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Murray against Rose. Pass to Deng. The three. Sinks it from distance. Deng's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're shooting the three extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Chicago with a board.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Rose, the pass to Noah. Here's Korver. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 3 on 3. Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 6 points.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He's checked in for Chicago. And the switch here also for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Deng. There's 1:34 left in the second quarter. Pass to Boozer. Here's Watson, defended by Murray. Here's Boozer, outside Watson. 4 on the clock. His first shot attempt. Gordon pulls it in. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Can't get it to fall. Murray's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. Pass to Noah. And there's the screen. Here's Boozer. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Nuggets trail by 6. Gordon outside. Now here's Porter. 43 seconds left in the half. Jokic passes to Porter. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Chicago now. Pass to Watson. Here's Deng. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Boozer. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Murray with it. He's got 6. To the inside. Jokic in the post. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Bulls leading by 8. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Denver Nuggets.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. They've made it this far, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie, this is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, that does.
Thanks. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Nuggets trail by 8. They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Korver in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Here's Dang. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Rose. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Brown. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, great effort on the glass. Porter Jr. doesn't get enough credit for that part of his game.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Dang. No good from outside. Nuggets trail by 6. Jokic finds Murray. Here's Brown. No made baskets yet. Here's Jokic. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Rose. 21 points in the game. From deep. And again, no good by Chicago.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses. Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance. Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Now a timeout called by Denver. So it's Denver now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Gordon outside. Here's Murray. Jump shot is good that time. Murray's got 8 points.
Yeah, that time Murray called his own number and it paid off for him.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Rose against Murray. Shot clock at 5. A little mid-range shot is up. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Rose has got 23.
A big strength of Rose. He has spent lots of time on becoming a better shooter, and it shows.
Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Gordon finds Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Deng. Here's Boozer. From deep, Rose. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Now here's Jokic. And it's Chicago with a board. Noah's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Korver. He has 7. Rose outside. They set the screen. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
And at the arc, Rose definitely picks his battles, but when he sees his chance, he knocks it down.
Here's Porter. Tipped. Here's Deng. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Rose. Here's Boozer. Here's Rose. From down in the low post, it goes. Rose has got 7 points for the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Denver making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Outside Murray. Back to Porter. Pass to Murray. Now Jokic. Six on the shot clock. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Rose. Murray, shot is good.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Here's Korver. He has 7. Pass to Brewer. To the left wing. Here's Rose. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And Gordon with the big finish.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Chicago leading by 9. There's the drive. Korver passes to Brewer. Murray against Rose. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Ooh, drains the 19-footer. Noah's got 6.
And passes like this demonstrate Rose's unselfish attitude, which is why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. Pass to Gordon. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Korver passes to Brewer. Here's Noah. There's a screen. The shot. Rose can't connect. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Westbrook. The fadeaway. Boozer grabs the board.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Here's Brewer. Here's Korver. Pounded by Westbrook. Korver passes to Noah. Here's Rose. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 11. Westbrook outside. Pass to Jokic. Out to Gordon. From outside the arc. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Brewer can't hit.
Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
Here's Westbrook. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Rose against Murray. Rose, the pass to Brewer. And there's a pick. To win the cold spell. Pass to Boozer. Rebounded by Denver. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Jokic with it. Looking to get back on track. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Well, you have to throw so much weight at Jokic on defense that eventually he'll just step into it and draw a foul.
Shooting two.
No good on that one.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Strawther comes in for Jamal Murray. He hits the second from the line. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Brewer. Now here's Gibson. He's guarded by Porter. And that one drops. Now Westbrook. Give him 8 points now. Now here's Jokic. Pass to Porter. And here's Watson. Westbrook outside. Takes the three. Rebound by Ashik. Bulls leading by 9. Here's Brewer. Shot from 12. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got DeAndre Jordan, Jamal Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Peyton Watson. That is Brown in at the small forward position. Screen by Gibson. Here's the three. Rebounded by Denver. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nuggets trail by 9. Back to Westbrook. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. And scores off the crossover.
Well, you know, you can see how much Murray means to this team when he's healthy and at the top of his game.
Rose with it. And they'll keep possession. And again, no good by Chicago. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. They kick it out to Murray. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Outside Watson. To the paint. And stolen by Murray. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Gibson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gibson's got his first bucket in this one. And here's Jordan. Outside Murray. Jordan, the screen from deep three-point land. And Jamal Murray hits from deep. Murray's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Now here's Rose. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derek still has a passion for the game.
And the Bulls making a change here. And so Rose knocks them both down.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Murray inside, guarded by Rose. Murray, no good. Bulls leading by 4. Here's Brewer. Pass to Gibson. Now Rose. Watson with a rebound.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
They kick it out to Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Murray doesn't fear anyone inside. He just goes right at the defense.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops from Murray.
Well, you know, with Murray, not only can he score at all 3 levels, he's got great confidence and that championship pedigree as well.
Gordon, he's checked in for Watson. And Murray drops them both.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
It's time for Dance Jam. If you see yourself on the screen, then you know what to do. Shout your move!
let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. BA?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Denver on D. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Rose with the bucket.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Murray passes to Jordan. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Doesn't go for him. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Gibson. Rose against Westbrook. Rose, the pass to Ashik. Here's Brewer. Screen by Gibson. Shot is good by Brewer.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Nuggets trail by 6. Westbrook outside. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Brown. Now here's Gordon. Takes a three. Hits the trifecta.
Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
Rose outside. Here's the pick. There's the drive. And he makes it. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Westbrook outside. Back to Murray. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Murray's got 15 points in just the second half. Pass to Korver. Now Rose. Here's Korver. Fires for 3. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Driving in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
That one drops. He ties it up. And here are the Bulls now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Rose outside. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Noah. The putback. That one no good. And so Porter will bring it up for the Nuggets. Down low. Gordon. Oh!
Wow!
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He is an all-world dunker. Gordon with the monster jam.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's Korver. Here's Dang. Pass to Noah, to the wing, right side. Here's Rose. And again, Chicago, no good. And here's Denver. A big stretch here going, 10-2. Murray, no good. Chicago trailing here. Here's Korver. Here's Boozer, defended by Murray, with the fadeaway. And he can't bank that one in. Boozer's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Jokic passes to Murray. Gordon outside. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. Chicago with the ball. 2-point game. Rose with it. Pass to Korver. To the paint. Here's Boozer. Gordon pulls it in. Boozer's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Gordon on the wing. Back to Porter. And here's Murray. Rose grabs the board. Pass to Korver. Here's Dang. Over Murray. And that one's good. Dang. And it's all knotted up.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Murray passes to Gordon. Outside Porter. Left side Murray. Jacks up a 3. Noah grabs the board. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Murray against Rose to take the lead. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Throws it up high. And Gordon with the big finish.
Really a grizzled veteran at this point. Gordon's a guy who's been in these spots.
Here's Rose. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Murray. Jokic with it. And it's Dang with a rebound. Dang's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Rose. Rebounded by Denver.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, as a defender, there's only so much you can do when Jokic gets the ball inside.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. 51 seconds left to play in the fourth. From 12 feet, Rose can't connect.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
Now here's Murray. Murray is doubled. Back to Jokic. Gordon on the wing. And again, it's Denver missing. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
The shot, no good. Good D by Jokic. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And so here is Chicago, trailing by 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
"12 seconds left in the final quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
And an intentional foul right there.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Christian Braun taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And they've done it! The Denver Nuggets have won the NBA championship!
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting your team.
They go on the road and take care of business, and now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning a championship with all of it on the line. What an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that the same that fly. I'm the same from birth through with them braids that lie.